Okay, so I just want to start by saying I'm sorry for the quality of this video. This did come from a stream that I did earlier on today. Um, I had to cut out the audio though for this one because I didn't think and I didn't make like a separate thing for it. So there's a lot of stuff that you probably wouldn't want to hear, so I cut it all out. But it's just for the quality of the video. But Uh, like I said, it is from a stream. So if you do want to go watch my stream, I stream every day from about 4:30 to 9:30, and it's on Twitch. My Twitch is All Star Brandon 188, and it will be linked in the comments. So if you guys want to do go follow, you can. But we're about to start by filling up a lot of the holes and getting everything pretty level. So we can start the construction on these walls because we're already about halfway done or something around there. But there was a tree in the way, so I did have to break that down. And trust and believe that is not the only tree that we had to fight with to get to this point. And there will be more trees to fight with and vines. But yeah. But a wizard ended up calling me over to him because he found this big cave. Now, I was not sure how we were going to get down there at first. I looked down there, and obviously it's too far to fall because I don't have any enchanted boots or enchanted armor, so I don't have feather falling or anything, so I would just die from that type of height right there. But I ended up finding some water right there, so I figured, well, I could break down, and that would put a stream we could just go down. And it was a good idea until Wizard called me over to him and he wanted to show me something. I didn't know what he wanted me to show me. So I ended up coming over there and he just ends up showing me how stupid I was. Because this whole time there was a big hole that we could have just came down in the water and avoided all of that. But unfortunately he knew about it and didn't say nothing, and I didn't know about it. But what can you do? I figure he probably should have told me about that. But I have to end up finishing breaking this tree right here because for some reason I didn't finish it and just ran away because Wizard wanted me. But of course I gotta fight with dirt too. Trust and believe, trees and vines are not the only thing that I had to fight with making this video. But we had to take that tree out right there just because I didn't want it to be too close. So we're going to end up filling that in right there. Then we have to come over here and fill in a lot more because for some reason I made it a lot longer than I was supposed to. I ended up having to fill like 20 blocks out from the actual island that I started on. So eventually I'll have to go back down there and fill it all in. But at the moment I don't have enough dirt for that. But we're gonna fix that right there. I can't remember who came over there and made a path, but somebody made a path and it wasn't me. So I had to fix it, of course. But now we're going to start on doing this, and I did time lapse it because it's going to take a long time to do that. But right here I'm trying to line up where I want the door to be on this side, and I find out where I want it. So then I got to keep building out. And by the way, I added up all the stone, and it was close to like 2,500 stone that I needed for this, and I didn't have silk touch, so I had to smelt all this stone, which, as you can tell, took a lot of coal probably because 2,500 blocks is a lot. But as you see, I keep on falling in the water. That's why I wish I would have extended it more. I didn't even think about it. I had the dirt in my inventory, but for some reason I did not use it yet. I do end up using it later though. But so I just got to keep going. It's only 3 high. I think I made a mistake here earlier when I was streaming and I thought that it was only supposed to be 3 high, and then I stopped for a second because I was looking at it, and that's when I was like, okay, yeah, no. So I had to run all the way back down and make it 4 high this time. But and then at first, I didn't even know how I wanted to do the doors because I was just winging it at this point. I was just trying to go, get it done because I was already streaming for a while. So I was like, you know what? Gotta get it done because I had to go and get the materials and stuff in order to build it, which also wasn't the easiest thing. It took a while. But right here, I'm coming up with a design for the door. So at first, I wasn't sure how I wanted it. So I'm looking at it. And to be honest, I really did not like the way I had the door the whole time until the end because I ended up making it 3 wide and it looked decent, but it wasn't how I wanted it. So I ended up making it 5 wide and it brought a lot more depth to it, and I just think personally it looked better with the type of build I was going for. So it's what I went with. But yeah, there's a lot of pillars I have to make. That's the reason it took so many blocks. It's because of how many pillars I had to make. Because if I was just lining, like doing an outline with blocks, it wouldn't have took anything. But I basically had to make a 3 wide wall all the way around, which, as you can probably think, took a lot more blocks than if I was just doing a single wall all the way around. But right here, I ran into my first problem because I wanted everything to be even, but in order for it to be even, I would have to start making changes and redoing stuff, which you can see right here. I do redo this one, but I don't end up redoing the next one. But right there, I made it how I wanted it. Now, with the other 3 sides, I don't end up doing that. And for some reason, I ended up cutting it right there and started working on the inside. I think I ended up finishing that whole corner right there, and that's why I came to work on the inside. But right here, this is where I started running into problems. I wasn't sure how I wanted to make this, how I wanted to do it, so I kind of had to experiment a little with this. But as you can see, I have no clue on how I want to do this right now. It was definitely something. I am just glad I ended up getting it done. That's when I figured, I was like, well, I could just put a full block there, and I ended up going back and putting stairs there, which kind of makes it look a little bit better, but I think I could have did something different definitely right there. And then I ended up running out of stairs because this took a lot of stairs. Like, I mean, this took a lot of stairs. Every time I was turning around, I was running out of stairs. I had to go make more. This is where I find out that it is not even on the inside and the outside, which I was kind of bummed out about. And if you don't know what I mean by even, I mean that, say if I have one pillar placed on the inside in the corner, on the outside it's usually a block away. So it's definitely not, it's not even at all. It's just, it was not good. But I ended up making it look okay towards the end because I had to come up with a design for this. So I looked up some designs, but I ended up trying to make my own design after, which it came out all right. But because the designs I was looking up was just stuff people already made, and it wasn't like full walls, so it didn't show how to make the corners or nothing. So I had to come up with all that myself. But I think I think it ended up being pretty decent. As you can see right here, I'm looking at it, and I kind of like the 3 thick design, because it looks okay, but it's not what I was going for. I wanted to go for more of a castle-y look, but it didn't end up turning out like that. So I think I might end up making the house kind of like a castle design, which is really what I wanted to do in the first place, but that ended up not happening like that. But yeah, so I'm just looking because I'm basically out of blocks and stuff, and I'm just trying to figure out how I wanted this. But right now I'm lining up the doors because I didn't want one door to be out farther than the other one. It just, oh god, that would be horrible. I did not want that. But yeah, so right here I'm just filling in the wall now, trying to get everything to line up. And as you can see, how I got so much stone so fast is because I had like 10 furnaces that I would smelt the stone in at once. And right here, since I didn't have enough stuff, I was just trying to get everything lined up. And I messed up again and only put it as 3, so I had to break everything and then re-put it back. But I do end up getting it how I want it to be. And then the slab got stuck up there, so I had to try to jump up there and get it. So now I'm just going over to my dad's base because I had to steal some stone from him. Because I was not going to get no more stone. I was already mining for like 2 or 3 hours. And I was like, man, I'm not going to get no more stone. And then plus, I knew he had stone just sitting around because he dug into the side of a mountain. So I just went over there and took a whole bunch of stone. And I cut out smelting it because it took forever. It probably took like a good 20 minutes to smelt all the stone. But I ended up getting all that done. And then, not too sure what I was doing here. I think I was making the other doorway because I was putting 4 doorways. At first, I was only going to do 2. And then I thought about it. I was like, you know what, matter of fact, I should do 4. And right here, you can see what I'm talking about. Everything's like 1 block off. Because I came out right here and I realized, I was like, oh my god, that sucks. Because that was really never something I thought about when I first went into building this. But when you build something, you're obviously going to run into problems, which I had a lot of problems that I ran into with this one. But it wasn't like a big problem because it was something that I could fix that would still look decent after I got done with it. So I ended up looking right here and seeing what I can do to try to fix it. But I'm pretty sure I ended up getting it fixed because right now in the game it looks great. Got everything done. And tomorrow, as long as this goes good, I'll be releasing part 2. I end up making a big mine shaft all the way down to -54. It's 5 blocks wide, like 6 blocks high, all the way down. Which, now that took a while. You wouldn't think making a mine shaft would take a while, but trust and believe, it took a while. Because I had to break a lot of blocks. Close to like 25 blocks per 1 layer. All the way down to -54. So over 100 blocks. It was like 100 and probably about 115 blocks at least, all the way down. And now that took a while, but it looks good, so I am not complaining one bit about it. And as long as you drop a follow, subscribe, or comment and let me know if you want me to drop that part tomorrow, I can. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. It's good. Or if you don't want to, drop well, my bad. Subscribe. All right. If you don't want to subscribe, just go follow my Twitch. And then when I'm live, you can just come on there and watch. And if you don't feel like watching, you ain't got to. You can just leave. It's not a big problem. But I'm just saying, there's a lot better quality on Twitch than it's going to be on YouTube right now because I'm still learning how to edit and do all of this. I am not good at it yet. It's going to take some time and some getting used to. I've tried to edit before. I never really went through with it. So this is my first time actually going through with it. And I think it turned out to about the best that I could possibly do right now. But obviously it's not the best quality, and as time goes on, it'll just get better. So if you want to stick around on that journey with me, you can, because I guarantee it'll be great one day. One day though, not today. One day. So you gotta cut me a break right now though, because I know it's not good quality. I did try my hardest though, and I've been editing this video for like 2 days straight. Well, in between streaming and doing all that, I have to save the footage and stuff, so it takes a while. But like I said, I try to stream every day from 4:30 until about 9:30ish, but sometimes I'll end up cutting the stream off and then I'll get back on and stream till about from usually about 10 to about 11 to 12. And if it's weekends, stream can go on for a long time. I mean, 2, 3 a.m. It just all depends on how the day's been going. If the day's been going good, I continue this stream and keep going. But yeah, and right here, this is where I started running into a problem. I was not sure on how I wanted to do this corner, because with the other wall, I already built like the corner when I did it. So I knew how I wanted to do it, but I didn't build the walls all the way around yet. So I started running into problems right here. And yeah, it took a while to figure out how to do that. But I ended up figuring it out, and it came out pretty decent. Now, I should have fast forwarded this part, but I ended up not doing that. So we just got to sit through it real fast. I try to fast forward a lot of stuff because there was a lot of building that went into this. And I'm going to start doing the overhead views and stuff like that from like start to finish builds and all of that good stuff. Right now I'm just learning how to do all this. I've always just been a streamer, try to stream on Twitch and stuff. I've never really tried to do it on YouTube because it's complicated. I mean, I see why it always takes so long when people try to put out videos now. But as you see, I finally fast forwarded this part because, like I said, there's a lot of building that went into this right here. But, yeah, I'm not too sure what I was doing here. I think I walked back there to line everything up. And then I found out that everything was in line with the doors. So I had to go over 5 blocks, but I obviously did not know this when I was running over there. But yeah, so I count it. It's 5 blocks. I run back over there. Or actually, I run over here. I don't know. I think I thought that they were stealing my stuff because we weren't in a group chat. They just joined off a stream, so I was just making sure that they weren't over there taking all my stuff because I was mining for hours before, and I had like 4 or 5 stacks of iron and diamonds and stuff. So I just want to make sure that they weren't taking it. And as you can see, I check again. And then I put some stone away because I'm pretty sure Wizard dropped me some stone, or it might have been Battle Legends. It was one of them. One of them dropped me some stone. And then I pick up my bird. Of course I had to pick up my bird though. That's my buddy. And then I find out I made the wall one out too far. So I had to break all of it. And then I end up having to rebuild it 1 block in. Now, how I didn't realize that, I have no clue, because I literally had it built right there. I just was not paying attention. But yeah, so I ended up getting this done right here. And I don't know, I must fast forward through a lot. Oh no, matter of fact, I didn't finish the walls fully in this video. I do in the next video though. I finish the walls fully, I build the mine, and I get everything done with that. And then as long as you guys want me to post that video tomorrow, I'll start on the house. And if you want to see that, just come and drop by on the stream, and I'm sure tomorrow we're going to be building the house. I'm not sure. I'm still debating on if I want to build a house or if I want to try to build a castle inside of here. So I am not too sure on what I want to do just yet. But yeah. So it's about to end right now. So just drop a like, follow, subscribe, and thank you.